Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, and I'm trying my best to win my fight with technology. So there's light. Now I just need to find myself on the other channel. I just take that just a bit. Let me see if I can find myself. Did you ever find yourself? Just my little joke every week. Gets boring. Hello! I look like I'm just waiting for the advert to pass. Hi Lanny and Randy, how lovely of you to join me. Where's the skip button? It wants me to do a YouTube survey. Skip the survey. Thank you. Right, so we've got reflections happening. Let's move things out. Hi Jackie, hi Keisha. It's Sunday tea time here. Well, 6 p.m. here in Scotland at the moment. And it's dark. Windows closed. Curtains closed, keeping cosy. Another storm about to blow in, but not one that will be as damaging as Friday. We got off lightly. We had no power for about 8 hours, but apart from that, it was a bit cold. Just had to go to bed in the afternoon because it was cold. And then when it did come back on, running about, cooking this, heating that, it was a bit crazy. But anyway, we were all clear yesterday, and then there's a new one coming in just now, but it's not going to be the kind of damaging one that we had. Yeah, and this house we live in is all electric, so when there's no electricity, we've no power, that would end off. Right, so, and I no longer have camping gear and things like that. When the kids were young, there was always like a camping stove in the outhouse and things like that. But since I moved here to this much more urbanised area, we don't have that kind of thing. So anyway, hello everyone. Hey Karen, Tilly, hi Lanny, hi Randy, hi Keisha, hi Jackie. Come away in everyone, get a wee seat by the fire and get a wee something to eat or drink from the table. And I'm just going to play. I have cut 2 masks out, so I'm glad you're getting some rain in California. Is there a song about it never rains in California? That came in my head there. What am I like? And I had this idea to stamp with Memento, and I didn't even get it out. Does that surprise you? Right, so I was watching Oh, Randy, that's a long time to not have power. 8 hours was long enough. But anyway, I was watching a lady called, and I've just had to move my notebook away, called Heidi. She goes by the name the Yorkshire Crafter. 2 completely different products to me. She's not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but I thought, just reminded me of something I really like doing. Hey Karen, and you come. Long time no speak, but we need to sort that very soon. Okay, she did use a watercolour paper and she did heat emboss the black. But today I just want to stamp, and it just reminded me of a masking technique that I haven't done in a wee while. And I just thought I would use this mixed florals to do it. It may or may not work to what I've got in my head, but it'll, if you don't know what's in my head, you'll be okay with what happens. Does that make sense? So I've got 2 pieces of our nice, smooth, basic white card that we all generally use for stamping on. I've got out Stampin' Up! Do masking paper, and it's fab. You get 12 sheets, so they are, I think, 5 by 7. I think that's the size. Oh, in fact, it tells me they're 5 inches by 7 inches. And there's, if you want to order it, it's 155480. Be sure to order it from my online shop at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. Anyway, I've got a couple of bits of masking tape paper here, and I've cut out 2 masks of the main flowers because I want to make some kind of picture, but I want them to be daisies and I want the petals to be white. So that's where I'm going. So let's just see if I can kind of achieve what I want to achieve. Now it will be different because she just used 2 floral images without leafage and all the rest. So we're just going to try it. If you don't try, you don't know. So, and I keep meaning to bring myself through one of the stamping foam mats, and I keep forgetting they're in the bag for cup and cards, so when you're stamping with photopolymer stamps. But this is still quite thick, so I should be okay, but I only get 1 chance. Well, that's not entirely true because every piece of paper's got 2 sides. So let's just stamp. Oh gosh, I'm just moving that about because it just puts the pressure on the stamp from underneath. Don't try this at home, it might go horribly wrong for you. But that's a good enough impression. There's a bit of an issue there, but I'll sort that with a black Stamp Right marker when we're finished, or a journaling pen. So what I want to do now was firstly put masks on the flowers. So happy Sunday, and yeah, once I'm finished, as usual, after me, you should be able to find my Tuso Crafts on YouTube. Where I'm sure they'll treat us to some beautiful, beautiful stamping and ideas. Okay, so I did stamp this over on the back of each sheet of paper. There's a seam, see there, to make it easy for you to get a hold of the backing paper. I'm just thinking about your wee birdie. What a shame. He wouldn't have a clue what was going on. I'll just go with that. That's cool. So the end result, I want to have white petals, but I'm going to do some masking. As I say, I was didn't know what I was going to do, and the lady, she only did this a couple of days ago, so I'm using my grid paper to help me get straight. I'm not sure if it will work or not, you know me. Now, this is very sticky, and I should have probably done it with that as well, so I'm just going to de-tack this big strip. Hopefully I'll get away with it with the flowers. But we have another way to get it off. We can always use a bit of heat. So I just want to, that's not straight, Janice. Still not straight. Is it even cut straight? Straight's not that good. And I'm not very good at straight, to be frank. Straight's not really in my repertoire. Straightish. I might end up chopping that off because I'm not lifting that basket paper again. I think it might be straight enough. I'm just popping it on my sleeve. You can do it on your jeans, whatever. But see, it just puts a bit of fluff and then it just makes it easier to remove. Let's put this higher up here. And I would like it up to the top of the paper. Wonder if I've just got a scrap somewhere I do. I'll just chop a little bit off this scrap. Now, the lady I watched, the Yorkshire Crafter, goodness me, she did some beautiful blending. I'm not quite sure I'll achieve that, but we'll have a go. And I don't know why I don't need this huge bit, do I? But how will I get the... I just need a bit here. In fact, do you know what? I'm actually going to lift this. So I detacked it, didn't I? So I should be able to. Hold your breath. Okay. Right, so this one, I think I'm going to have these, some blues. I didn't get anything ready, as you know. It's just not my kind of thing. I was looking for some brushes that could go with. Oh, there we go. Right, some blues. What will I get? Oh. Okay, I want to go night of navy, or will I go misty? We'll go night of navy. Just going to do a bit of blending to give this a background. Now, you'll all be worrying because you're going, Janice, but those little wee flowers, I think I'll go in with alcohol markers and give them colour. Does that make sense? If I don't try, I won't know. So I'm just inking up this brush with some balmy blue. Do you know what? I should have done this straight onto my glass mat, but I can't now because I've taped it all up. But the glass mat is great for this kind of thing. I just want to, sometimes you see somebody do something and think, I can do that, or I've done something similar some time ago. I think this might have had a brighter blue on it before, but it's okay. It's just, it's blue. So I'm not doing it all over. I did the balmy blue sort of all over but I'm not going right into the middle with the boho. And then I'm going to add some nice navy. Are you all okay? I don't think I've got enough light in the room. Let me see. Some background light in here. I don't know if it will help you guys there or not. Yes, helping me. It's not helping you. Right, so where's my wee brush for? Oops. This one will be good for Night of Navy. Okay, carefully going in. But you can't look at that, that's bold. See, that's why to do it off there. I don't want that amount of saturation. This, I think, right enough. I recently re-inked Night of Navy. So coming in from the edge though. Yeah. Karen, have you found the link on Book When for tonight? You should get a wee reminder about an hour before. I'm interested to know if you do. That's probably enough. Maybe just a bit more down here and there. Right, we'll just go with that. I mean, yeah. I've got class tonight at 8 o'clock my time on the Delightful Wishes. Yeah, there's still time to sign up. You just need to go to my Book When. Right. Oh, don't worry about it, Lanny. Don't worry about it. There'll be more coming. Right, so now I need to try and get this off. I've not left myself because I have. Right, I'm just going to go slow though. Still feels quite. But see, by using the masking tape, that nice sharp line you get. Just take your time. This one is a bit more tacky than I would like it to be. I will use that again. I'll use it in the next card, in fact. Hopefully this one will be easier because I've already had that one off. You see? Cool, isn't it? Now, I didn't detack these. Silly me. I don't think I'm going to be able to use this mask again because it's going to take a bit. Do you know what I'm going to do is heat it up from the back. I'm just going to put my heat tool on and see if I can help. That will help. I really should have detacked this. It's going to tear, but we'll just go with it. We'll just roll with it. We'll stamp something else on the next card. Right, I'm going to have to just remember about detacking. Don't eat till at your fingers. Ask me how I know. That was a bit silly. Sometimes health and safety's my best thing when I'm doing. I am getting this off. The heat has helped it a wee bit. Yeah, but making the masks would be hard work, Karen. Among the swallows, the images are pretty fiddly. I was looking for something that had kind of open. Yes, by all means try it, but it's pretty fiddly. I don't have that kind of patience. I have done things like this before. Yeah, that's what I like, the white image. It would be if I had the patience to fussy cut the whole thing. There are dies to go with this stamp set. I didn't get them yet. This set is an online exclusive. It's mixed florals. See, there's this image as well. I did think about that image at first, and then I realised that there's a lot of greenery in there. It just wouldn't be the same. It's sticking to my fingers. Come on. Come off. Just remember the detack process if you're using it. The masking paper is brilliant, but you do need to think about. And I like that it's not like a whole solid colour behind, as I say. I'm not completely copied the lady, but I have kind of thought about what she was doing. Here's a, oh no, that's not, where have I got? Have I got a black journaling pen or, I don't know where my black, oh there it is. So this is very old, hopefully it'll work. Don't ever fear if you're stamping up, if you're stamping isn't perfect, you can usually just draw in the line. Oops. I'm tempted to just, obviously they're lovely that they're white. These are not white now. So you could do things like go in with bleach. Hey Anne, in you come. But I'm thinking actually going to colour these in. And I might go for a bright blue because there's something, I don't know. I'm going to keep the petals white, that's the plot. Now come in with my dark peach pie. What are these ones? And a bright blue. Now, you might hate me for this. Oh, I need a green as well, don't I? We'll need a fairly strongish green. What will we got? I don't really want to go Prairie Peacock. Did you, Anne? Did you see it from the Yorkshire Crafter, or did it just come to you yourself? Good old Granny Apple, let's give you a whirl. I've got another idea to try with the butterfly, so we'll see in a moment. Yeah, well, that's the lady that I am inspired by. She had a plan to colour her flowers, and then when she saw the effect of just leaving the images white, she left them white. But she just had images that just had flower heads and stalks, stems, whatever you want to call them. This is dark. No, it's not as light as your afternoon, because I think I'll use light here on the white where these flowers are, and then I'll just use dark on here. Do you think that'll work? What do you think? So it shows up. As I say, the lady that I watched, she heat embossed her black. She stamped in black stays on and heat embossed over it in with clear embossing powder. Quite interesting. Yeah, share it in Jazzle Dazzle and Friends Craft Share group. I'm just going to darken this up a wee bit by adding a bit of darker in the middle. Just letting the colour blend into itself. And if you want it more blended, you can just go over it again. The good thing with alcohol markers is you can go over. So take it over there and it'll blend that in. And then the greens. So we've got a Granny Apple here. I'm just going in with light first just to see what we think. It's quite good to be able to mask the whole image, but sorry, my day, it's been busy. I don't have time to cut all this out. There are dies, but then you still, to do masking, you really need the image that you're cutting out in the masking paper to be smaller than the original image. So when you're cutting a mask, you cut inside the lines rather than outside of the lines. Whereas with normal fussy cutting, we'd cut outside of the line. Hey Cindy. Cool. You're an amazing community that you live in, that you look after the not so fortunates. Just add in some dark kind of carefully here. Don't look to me for a colouring lesson. I forget more than I ever learn. If you really want to learn to colour with your blends or any other medium, actually, go and check out my JazzleDazzleCrafts. And then I've just got this dark peach pie. Hey Linda, and you come. Nice to see you too. I will be in touch this week, I promise. For those who've been listening to my saga, I finally completed my accounts, so I can file my self-assessment tomorrow. You won't need to listen to me, but I'm going to ask you all to hold me accountable this year and ask me so that I don't leave it till the last minute. I need you on my case. How pretty is that? What do you think? That's really cool, isn't it? It's a great wee technique. So I do have another piece of this card cut. I'm going to be layering that. I cut it that size because of the size of that image. But I also thought what was I going to do for a sentiment? I'm going to use this from my free stamp set called Heart Shaped. I was able to choose this free because I put in a fairly large Stampin' Up! Order. So this is a bundle, and if your order is £110 or more, you can choose this free. You can translate that into your own language for your own market. But it's got this lovely thank you sentiment there. I have used this card, and I'm trying to think what I used it in recently, but I did. Oh, look at that. Who doesn't clean their blocks? How scruffy is that? Goodness me. Must have been tidying up in a hurry. So hopefully now that the accounts are up to date, you'll see more of me here. I can be crafting more, which is what it's all about. Anyone else procrastinate about doing their, I think in the US you call it doing your taxes. So thank you will go on here. Does it? I think I'll just go there, and it will work in Night of Navy, which I should have out because of just, or should I do As Your Afternoon? As Your Afternoon, because that's built on the flowers, isn't it? I think I'm going to try with our butterflies, if I knew where they were. I had it out earlier because I thought it would work. Where did I put my butterfly stamps? Beautiful butterflies. There. Oh yeah, it's here. It's all right. Right, okay. We're all right. We can do a second card. There you go. And that'll get mounted onto a card in a minute. But I think I want to see this works first. So I have lost them again. I'm losing it, folks. I'm losing it. Right. Beautiful butterfly. Now I know I did recently do something with the big one, and I'm going to do it again with the big one simply because I've already got a mask cut out. So that makes sense, doesn't it? So do I want to do that on a bigger piece of card so we can enjoy the whole butterfly? Why have I not? Oh yeah, I used them all up packing. Well, that was the other thing that I was busy with, doing accounts but also packing class in the post. That right, so have I got white cards here even? Yeah. Do you think I will win the prize for being the most disorganised YouTuber? Because I'm not even trying, but it seems to be. I'm gonna chop this into layers for cards. Now here we go, I'm supposed to be showing you a stamping technique. I'm just showing you, I've taken 3 sheets of this white and I'm going to cut them because I can always cut it down once I'm done. So the biggest layer I put on a card is 10.1 centimetres, and look how well that cut through 3 layers. No problem at all. And 14.4. This trimmer is brilliant. I only want 1 layer, of course, but hey, let's just why cut 1 when you could cut 3? Right, and I will be cutting card bases in a minute as well, because I'm thinking white. Right, okay, because the image is bigger. I just felt that floral image would be lost. And we aren't, we're on to single layer cards here. Right, okay. Whose idea was it to put that stamp down amongst the markers? I had a tidy desk earlier today, I hope you all know. Right, so I already did a card that had half a butterfly there and half there, so let's just do this one. Let's actually just have a full image. We might trim it. Right, so I'll need... Does somebody like to come and sort me out here? Right, so this has got thick lines, so we'll see what happens. I'm inking it up just with, sometimes quite like to just work it in a bit. Could use my Stamparatus, and then if I don't get, if it's not a great image, and if it doesn't work this time, that maybe will be what I'll do. If I pay the airfare, yeah. Can you not just twitch your nose and get here? Right, so are we still just going with another portrait card? Yeah. Well, let's have, actually no, I can't do it, the full image. We'll do 2 parts image here on this card. This one's different, but the same techniques. Right, so we need to, I just want it to get, oh gosh, where are we getting ink everywhere? Yeah, it's not the best, but we'll go with it. If I used my Stamparatus, I would have been able to go over it again, and I think this ink pad needs re-inked, but it's good enough for what we're doing. If you want a really, really solid black image, apart from the possibility of using Stays On, is black embossing powder. Yeah, I'm just going to put this one's following on behind. Hopefully we've got enough ink transferred that we can do a card. Yeah, it's good enough to do this technique. Righty-ho. Right, I'll keep that, thank you. Although this has nice sentiments with it too. And lots of things you might want to play with. And there's a bit of me thinking am I going to just use brushes this time or have a go at a different kind of background? Hey Heather, in you come. Anywho, where are my 2 bits of... Will they be long enough this time? No. Very good, Janice. Right. So we need more paper. Papier. Oh, okay. Interesting. Where's my trimmer gone? I'm late for a very important day. The thing I've just realised is I've only got one mask. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to just start again on that card. We're going to have one butterfly. That's pretty, and I'll do something with that later, but I'm not cutting out another mask. Right, so it was really just to see how it works. I think I need a new... This either needs re-inked or I could just treat myself to a new pad. When was it refilled? 16th of July 2020. No, I think that's when it was originally opened. Right, we'll just go with this. What we get is what we get. I'm thinking that later on I can add some more butterflies if I want. Probably trim this down. Yeah, I'm not wanting to be cutting out masks. And Sunday night I want finished for my dinner and to watch the JazzleDazzleCraft, see what the guys come up with tonight. I don't know what they're up to. And also, I still need to cut the paper, don't I? Mask of paper, but never mind. Right, do you think... That must all be dry, so we're all right. Oh, yay. Right. And then we'll put the mask on here. Because I already had this cut out from a previous... Some of you might remember what I did, I don't. My short-term memory is pretty poor. Okay, now I'm thinking actually I've got that straight there. No, we didn't get a straight line. Sorry, my brain is not good. So let's just go back to the drawing board. Are you okay, guys? Because like, I can't make a decision, can I? Right, so what are we doing? 3 centimetres there. Hey Barry. Hope you and Jay are well. Have you got something planned for tonight, or are you winging it? I've not seen you guys winging it for ages. Right, I'm winging it. I might have wanted actually that to be a bit wider, but it's not, so we'll just go with what we've got. Right, so I'm going to just try and use the straight lines again, because I've not got that seam here to help me, which is not good. Help me if you can. Come away in and get a seat by the fire for 5 minutes, Barry, before you guys start. There's die of boredom watching me trying to peel. Right, this time detack it on war jumper. And I've just knocked the camera. I hope you can all see what I'm doing. Right. Just picture this. I am at the moment biting my lip. Where's the bit I cut? I'm actually going to use the wider bit. This, because I want it a bit further over here. These strips that I have used, they are reusable. Don't bin them. I've got a wee bit of laminated picture to the side of me that I can just pop it on. Right. Again, use your grid paper. I obviously don't want it that. Right, about there will be fine. Right there. I'm still just going to stick with the blues, guys, because, you know, that's the inky mess I've got here. This is what's going to be blended. Just stick down there. Stick down. I guess that's why they call it the blues. So we've still got some balmy here. We've got azure. I wanted to change up the blues. What if I change up and go balmy, azure, blueberry? Would that work? Sticking with blues, but different blues. Does that work for anyone else? Have I got any brushes? All I've got is backing paper all over my desk. Can't actually see what's what. Okay, I've got that. Look at that, which is a bit more blueberry than azure, but then I've got this one, which is quite blueberry. So we'll go azure and balmy. Balmy. Okay, let's play. It's going to be different. Right, so we've got to do this, ink this up, and cut to, I'm going to go for white cards. Right, so that's some balmy on the brush. There's a bit of me thinks this is a bit squint, but there's something just, that's too bad, I'm not going to play. And did I detack that? I don't even know. It just doesn't look quite. See that straight there, but this edge does not look. Yeah, I did detack it a bit. It's just not looking too straight at the top there. You've got to go with your eye. But use your grid paper. Hey Shirley. Shirley Whirly. How are you? Did your house survive the storm? Shirley doesn't live far from me. Whoops, I don't, there's a wee tear there, so I'm going to have to be careful when I'm in there. I'm just putting balmy blue around so that that butterfly would definitely show up if it was unmasked. Right, that's balmy. And let's add some bits of azure. So again, it's like everything, that's the setting it up takes longer. Right, so that was balmy. So this one, Azure Afternoon, and it's very, very saturated. But then we can rub it off on here as we come in. Not putting it everywhere, just bits of it. I'm not reloading this brush, just adding some bits so we're getting all different shades here. And then I'm going to come in with the blueberry. I know quite a lot of the roofers are going to be busy for months. I think I watched a guy on the terrace opposite us. I was on the roof putting back the coping stones and making sure the people were watertight. My goodness, he worked right up until it was dark. It was scary for me. Who could fall off there? When they stand up and they walk over the top of the roof, it gives me the heebies. Like, oh no. Blueberry is a beautiful blue and I don't use it enough. So maybe just start to use it more. Just wanted to make sure I got a nice crisp line down here as well. Right, stop. Look, that was me. I skiffed that as I came past. Let's just go with it. A wee skiff. Well, it's just texture, isn't it? Right, close the ink before I ruin everything. Okay, right. Good that. I love the reveal, the grand reveal. I've never, those winds were horrendous on Friday. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Did you lose power, Shirley? We had no power for 8 hours-ish. What do you think, folks? How cool is that? So there's a bit of me wants to come in now and just add a couple of the smaller butterflies. And sentiment. So my darkest colour I used here was blueberry. Oh, I wish I'd known I'd come up for a cup of tea. I ended up going back to bed to keep warm. told you blueberry bushel was a nice colour. It was, honestly, the fear of leaving the house was real. There were loads of people we probably could have gone to. But I don't know if I'm spoiling things by doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. I don't think I am spoiling it. Well, that one has to go. Oh no, I can go that way. So this stamp is in the new spring catalogue. So that's Beautiful Butterflies is in the new spring catalogue. The Mixed Florals is an online exclusive. And I got my sentiment from Heart Shaped, which was a freebie from Celebration. So that's my inking. Can I keep my hands clean? And let's put them to be clean. I think we'll get... I seriously don't think I would have been able to walk. I could walk to Shirley's house. That's a fair walk for me, but then it's uphill, but I seriously don't think I would have been able to keep my feet on the ground on Friday. So fairly slow crafting this afternoon. So if you look for Heidi Dash, the Yorkshire Crafter, she is the lady who I was completely inspired by. I have done this technique before, it's not new to me, but it just made me think, oh, I could do that tonight on the live. So pop over and see what she's up to. I haven't looked at anything else she's done. I will. I was actually totally fascinated. She's obviously got a small child or a baby, and she had the monitor. Baby was in bed, and she must have had the monitor close by. Or the baby close by, maybe. But you could hear the baby snuffle, and it was lovely. Absolutely lovely. So 2 thank you cards here. So I'm going to just put this one straight on the card. I'm going to get another layer for that one, and I'm actually going to trim it because I've got a bit of ink where I didn't want it. Well, that's the theory, if I've got glue that works. I do have glue. It's... oh yeah, it's coming. It's the story of my life. Second time lucky. Or it might have been her grandchild, okay. Anyway, I do think that it's the first time I've become aware of her, but I have certainly subscribed and I will see more of what she does. She's some beautiful blending. She had different products. But usually what people do with other products, we can usually do very similar with our Stampin' Up products. There we go. And then this one, yeah, just be patient with me. And I'm going to just trim a bit off there. Just trimming that just to 8. If you do boobies, you can't always do that. Oh, come on. I'll just take another wee bit off there, just to keep the balance. She's live at the moment, that's so funny. She might say that Jazzle woman's copying me. What did I say that was? 8, so I want to go 8.4. And I did 12.3, so I'll go 12.7. Just to provide another wee layer here. The floral image is so beautiful, isn't it? This particular one would probably fit on one of our note cards, but I don't happen to have one. Now, which glues which? I don't happen to have one handy. They're all in the Thursday bag for our Cuppan cards. So that's nearly done, but if you're booked onto my Delightful Wishes class, the Zoom only one is tonight at 8 PM my time on Zoom. I think I did, Anne. I'm pretty sure I did. We can check that later. And then on Tuesday, we'll have it again on Zoom, Tuesday afternoon, and in person on Tuesday night at my house. Delightful Wishes, if you've got the Spring Mini Catalogue, is a gorgeous yellow colour. Okay, same technique, different stamps. Tell me what you think. I think I'm going to look for more images, floral images that I can do that with though. I maybe even take the trouble to do more fussy cutting. That would be a bit faffy though, these little flowers. So thank you very much for joining me on my live. I'm just going to move my camera down. Everything's gone squint, but as this comes down, you shouldn't look at the mess. It was relatively tidy before, so I'm just letting you see a bit closer. Well, I'm happy with them. I do particularly prefer the floral one. So could you tell me, look at me moving everything, which one do you prefer? 1, the butterfly, or 2, the floral image? What's your fave? I'm just going to turn around to talk to you, so see, messy bits. Well, so if you let me know what your favourite, yours is the floral, Shirley, Keisha, Jackie. Do go and see what Heidi did. Honestly, Karen, you're the same. Yeah. 2. So 2, the floral one is the fave. I think if I do the butterfly again with that sort of technique, I think I will heat emboss it. But it's just fun, isn't it? Just fun to see what happens. You like one first and then this floral. See, we're all like different things. And honestly, even if you make a card and you don't like it at all yourself, I can guarantee you someone will. Anyway, I'm going to hop off, get some dinner, watch Barry and Jay, jump over to JazzleDazzleCraft. Guys, if you're not already subscribing to them, do that. Do that. And if you've not already subscribed to our lovely Karen of Tilly Crafts, pop over and see all the gorgeousness that Karen does. But anywho, I'm away. Good night, goodbye, good morning, good evening, good whatever. Hopefully, Shirley, you know I'm here. Just give us a call when you're free and just jump down. Oh, thanks, Karen. I'm going to head now. Bye. Oh, no, that's not what I was doing. Where's the door?